For the next portion of the Genesis Parent Resources portal, we're going to discuss the next two tabs. The first tab is called Documents, and the second one we're going to discuss is Forms. Documents is going to be a place where if your child has any important documents, whether that be a 504, an IEP, that's going to be located here for you to open up. It will be downloadable as well. You can even go back to previous years in the Dropbox and identify if you need to look at an important document from the year before or even the year before that. There's nothing there, don't worry about that. The next tab is called Forms. This is a pretty important tab. The reason this is a very important tab is because you may not have access to Genesis until required forms are filled out. You'll know if they are required. If there is, it will say no or yes. A check mark will allocate that the form was successfully filled out. You have the nurse's health form, which is right here. So to access that form, you want to click on that title and that link. And what you're going to do is you will be able to answer questions. This will be in English and in Spanish for you. It's general questions about your child's health. It is going to ask for medical conditions. It's also going to ask about health screening, healthcare providers, hospitals, doctors, dentists, permissions, and then it will require your signature, and those will have a red asterisk next to them. Health insurance coverage, whether you have that or not. If there's any military affiliation. And it gives you an opportunity to update contacts if need be. If your child's a little bit older and wants to participate in sports, this is going to be the form here that you're going to want to click. I'll go through that briefly. You'll be able to check off the sport that your child's playing and then continue on asking questions and answering them. We have a required form from the Englewood District. If you click on that, these are important because they are forms that are required for all students. The first one is a technology usage policy for students. That's available in English and in Spanish. To view the form before you agree, you would click on it. And right there, it's going to give you the technology acceptable use policy for students that you can review before signing yes, I agree, and no, I do not agree. Please note that if you do not agree, your child will not be able to utilize technology in the district. The next one is going to be a parent and guardian consent and release form for video and audio conferencing. And this was really important during the times of COVID when we had only online learning. And once again, if you click on it, it's in English and Spanish for you to view. And then once again, there's the drop-down box. The next one is a review of the photo release for students. Once again, you could click on that hyperlink, and right here it's going to give you an explanation of that photo release. Once again, the other required form is a HIB form. This is a harassment, intimidation, and bullying policy, And then once again, when you click on that link, you can scroll down and you can read our school district HIB form policy. Okay. As you're moving down, there's other questions, and then you could update your answers. Once you've done that, okay, successfully, it will let you know when the form was filled out, for which student, and if it was successful. And you'll know it's successful when you get that green check mark. Right now we have the COVID Daily Health form. And this is if your child's in person. This needs to be filled out prior to 7 a.m. the morning that your child will attend school. The other form is the Wi-Fi access at home. And that was more of an inquiry. Do you need access for your child, or do you need to be supplied a hotspot? These required forms would be only inclusive of high school students. And then also there's one for a digital code of conduct of McLeod. So if you have a child either at the high school or McLeod, you're going to find those very specific for the schools. And then we have a digital code of conduct here at Greco. Okay, and you can see the attendance, the expectations, and this was really for when we were doing our online learning during the COVID pandemic. And once again, anytime you answer anything, you're going to update your answers. And so this concludes the Documents and Forms tab in the Genesis Parent Resources on the Genesis Parent portal. And once again, please remember, selecting your child, if you have multiple children, you can complete everything you need for all of the children that are in your family in one place.